Hello, everyone, and John Gunderson here, and we're doing our monthly update as part of DISC. And I have the esteemed Christian Sokol on today from rather hot Houston, right, Christian?
Yeah, yep. Swimming pools in the neighborhood are hitting 90 degrees already, and the air temp is
So
pushing 100 plus the humidity, so it's warm.
it's always warm in Houston. So let's dive into the latest electrical DISC report. We'll also talk a little bit about today about the latest industrial report. Give people an update on where you are at with that. Let's dive into industrial. Let's talk about your flash report and where we stand today.
Electrical or industrial? Where do you want to start?
Let's go electrical.
Okay, if we
Electrical start.
talk about the May electrical report, which was just released on Monday. I know it's June, but they run about 15 to 20 days behind the close of the month to get all of the data settled. In this report, we're looking at positive movement in the overall forecast. Markets are in transition. There's so much opportunity. Data centers are a huge part, but geographically separate. There's a lot of activity in the hospital and medical construction. We still have some problems trying to get availability on things like transformers and switchgear and motor control centers and some of these things. There is in the report some outlooks on each one of those product groups. And we start to talk about the overall market. We think that this year it's going to be about 180 billion, which is good. It continues to improve. So we're up 4.5% in our overall forecast over 2025 for the year. Again, we're looking at up almost 6 for 2027.
Yep.
And it just continues to improve. The construction industry is starting to turn. We know that in the non-residential market, it's been a little bit rugged unless you're in hospitals or data centers. But we're starting to see more activity in onshoring and all of that sort of thing. So other than that, it's just good to go. We're looking at a pretty strong Q2, 4.2% over year. Q3 for this year is going to be up almost 7.5%. And the same thing for Q4. So, those are really positive signs. I'm happy for that. I'm happy for the industry.
Yeah, Chris, and looking at it, the PPI, the Producer Price Index, obviously with everything that's going on in Iran and the report, we've got some fairly significant climbs in Q3 and Q4 predicted, right?
Yeah. Yep. Now we have our proprietary DISC electrical PPI, which uses some government issued data by product groups that we average and then weight against what distributors have reported in their sales. We think that the PPI is going to rise from the close of 25 about 30 basis points.
Yeah.
So that's significant.
Price changes, though, create opportunities for smart electrical distributors. It gives you an opportunity to fix things, to use inventory that maybe you have at a lower price basis, more strategically. It creates a lot of opportunities. So it being up is not a bad thing. It's good for the business. And the overall picture is very strong through the end of the year. If you're out there as an electrical listening and you want to have more information, please just pick up the phone and call Chris or myself. And we're happy to talk to you about any of the details in the report because lead times continue to extend. Every report you have talks about it, especially on transformers and switchgear. And being nimble and on the ball as an electrical distributor, if you are in that position and can be very proactive with your end customers, you can grow above that. Would you say 7 and some change in the third quarter?
Yeah. Let me also just say this about the DISC report. All in, this is about 30 pages, give or take. It is one of the only resources in the industry that does not use any external advertising to fund. And it's just information centered around the economics of our industry, along with some articles of interest. It really is great data, and it's used by all of the major electrical distributors, some of the largest manufacturers in the country of electrical equipment. We also have financial analysts that use this report. So if you're not a subscriber, I would encourage you to, at a minimum, give me a call. Let's look at one together. I'll send you a sample of one from earlier in the year, and we'll get you in the program.
I think that's great. So, Chris, we still have some time. Let's dive into the new DISC industrial report. You have been building this, what I call in the bat cave, for a
Yep.
number of months.
Yeah.
And the last few months, as we're launching it, have been interesting, right? Because every day something happens in the Middle East that changes the projection. You built a heck of a model. Give people a preview of what that looks like.
The electrical flash report is a PDF that gets
Yep.
emailed. The industrial report is an online interactive website. You and I started building this in January.
Yep.
So it's been 6 months. The site looks great. It covers some specific and important product groups that we'll add to once we get some additional customer feedback. We've got some initial orders and a bunch of interest. If you are in the industrial supply space, let's at least give you a demo of what we got. It's inexpensive. John can talk you through the pricing and the modeling and all that stuff, but love to get you on board with that as well.
Yeah, it's been fun to develop. You've added a lot of bells and whistles that are
I agree.
similar to the electrical report, but I love the product category dive that you're doing in the new industrial report. If you're in electrical and you're in industrial, a lot of this information is going to be very, what I call, additive to what you get today, because it's going to give you a view on industrial that's broader than just the electrical channel. And as many electrical distributors are moving into, or what I call drifting into, other product categories, it's really good to know what's going on in aerospace
Yeah,
and safety and supplies, right?
agreed.
Things that you're selling that you're trying to grow, that Chris has really designed what I call a deeper look. So the two of them are working together, and it's been a lot of fun to build it. And what's really cool is it's a sign-in website. One click, create an incredible report you can share with your teammates. It's been a lot of fun.
Oh, and
So
you can also big button to download the PDF.
it's really a good tool. And each and every month, we're going to be doing these, what I call, updates on a more regular basis. Last couple of months have been kind of nuts. Chris has
Yeah.
been running around every day with new economic data coming in. But now, hopefully, that there is a treaty or a potential treaty that's going to be signed. I think things are going to even out, especially as we go into the election season.
Yeah, it is very bright and great time to be in the electrical and the industrial distribution.
Mhm.
The way that things are moving so fast, one of the, at least in my opinion, one of the best gold mines of opportunity is in the information available to you. And it's not just DISC information. From an economist's perspective, we would encourage you to get information from as many sources as you can. Hey man, if you don't like what AccuWeather says, go look at Weather Underground. Open your window and look outside. I think the same is true of information about our industries. Look at our information. MDM is wonderful. Certainly, the Industrial Supply Association has lots of good information, both on industrial supplies and the electrical supplies. The government is a great source of data. Use all of us. We're a resource for you.
I think the more data points you get, the more clear the picture becomes.
Totally agree.
Distribution is what I call an impressionistic painting.
Yeah.
More data you can get, the more clear the picture gets. That
Yeah, we
allows
can
you.
talk about data, the difference between internal and external data, business intelligence versus market intelligence, and how to blend the two together is an art by itself. If
It
you
is.
just want to talk about that, we can do that as well.
Well, it's nice to have this recording where we're talking about great third quarters, a very rosy picture
Yeah.
for electrical, a good look ahead into next year. The same on the industrial side. So please reach out to us at any time. We appreciate your interest and also being customers of DISC. And thank you.
Great. Thanks, everybody. John, I appreciate it.
Thanks.